How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast bringing out the scissors. Of course, we are going to be talking Greenlight. Been a minute since we've had some Greenlight on the channel. I'm pretty far behind in pretty much everything. So we're just going to crack everything open that I have. We do have 12 models. We'll kind of go through them in segments so that, you know, the segments together or whatever. We're going to start out with Barrett Jackson. This is series number 12. This is the 2021 Jeep Gladiator Custom Elephant. This is the 4th or 5th time they've used this big giant off-road wheel on this casting. This one also has a nice spare tire in there as well. There's the back of the card. This one doesn't state all the ones that are in the mix. There's only 2 in this particular mix that we're adding to the collection. So we're just going to start with good old Elephant here. Now, some of these will probably be probably towards the new Greenlights. Hopefully quality-centric direction, but we'll see if we get good models or not. You guys know we don't typically get too lucky here. There is the Elephant. This thing looks wicked. There is a logo there in the back. America's Most Wanted. That is super cool. Says RMW 1000 on the hood, because of course it is a 1000 horsepower Elephant motor. Says Gladiator on the back, looks pretty good. It has Barrett Jackson on the plate. There is your spare tire in there with a holder, which is pretty cool. That's I think that might be a completely new mold. Push bumper on the front looks good. All the prints look pretty good. The tires and stuff look pretty good as well. See if this one is numbered or etched. So looking for any kind of numbering or etching. I don't see any numbers. So I do believe that Greenlight might be getting away from numbers. Well, there's the reminiscence of numbers there. You can see there is some inkjet printing right here, but the number does not show up whatsoever at all. But this one is very nice. I really like this one a lot. Of course, the top does not come off. It is not designed that way. So we're going to set that guy out there. We got a bunch. Next one up from Barrett Jackson, of course, is going to be the C8 Corvette. This is the Stingray 2LT. In blue. This one does have the removable top section on there. Again, from series number 12. These clamshells are very thin, way more thin than, or much more thin, use some proper English, than what we're used to from Greenlight. So I'm not really sure if that's good or bad. Still got to contemplate that. There is our 2LT. Of course, you see it does have the removable top. Top comes right off. There is a sticker to hold it in. Looks, you know, average as always. This does have a opening top, or hood, I should say. See if I can get it to open up. Potentially. Sometimes it's very, very difficult to get it open because of the kind of wing in the back. So this one doesn't want to open. See if I can get it open off the camera real quick. All right, that may have only been just about 5 seconds for you guys, but I actually spent a good 10 minutes trying to get this open. It does open. We've done this before. We've seen this model before. It does open. This is nothing new. But I feel like maybe the spoiler here, the wing on the back, when it was glued on, maybe a little bit of glue got into the model, got maybe into the joint, but that hood just absolutely will not open up, unfortunately. Not a big fan of these wheels. They don't look very good, but they're, you know, accurate to the 2LT. I've talked about this before. I don't like the print over the clear for the headlights. Definitely not been a fan of that, but it's a good casting. They did a pretty good job with the casting. The details look pretty good as well. Base deets on here, number 540. So this one is numbered. So pretty low number. It's not crazy low, but it's pretty low. Moving on to another series. This is Greenlight Hollywood. This is series number 40. Do believe this is the only one that we collect here from that particular mix. Of course, this is the newest 70 Plymouth AAR Cuda in yellow with black vinyl roof and black hood. This one looks fantastic. This one is typical, really thick, really thick clamshell. So I'm not sure why the 2 Barrett Jackson ones were really thin. But this one is definitely the super thick plastic for sure. So throw that guy down there. Get our Cuda out. There is our Cuda with the print on the top, the black vinyl top, and then the print. The hood pins look pretty good. A little bit of detail for the hood pins. There is your Cuda striping on the side. Get that to focus a little bit. There we go. This is Cuda. Looks really, really good. This one looks fantastic, actually. Details look pretty good. Prints on the front are average. Average, nothing fancy with those. Prints on the back are pretty good. Does say Cuda on there. So get that to focus hopefully a little bit. There we go. This one also has an opening hood. We'll see if this hood opens. As far as the number, this one is maybe 2680, maybe 2880, somewhere around there. That is the number. So interesting number there. Oop, just had it. There we go. That one is pretty cool. I actually like the contrast of the hoods around there not being painted up because it makes the engine pop out. Looks really, really good. Two colors for the air cleaner there, which is cool. Really good detail to that one. So that one's really nice. Really happy to add that one. A little bit off scale maybe to that C8, just a little bit. All right, Golf Special Edition. This is, of course, Series 1. We did pick up one of these from a previous haul, which was the Dodge D350 tow truck. So I did mention to you guys that I do plan on getting the GTI at some point. So I did get the GTI, so we are going to crack it open. This one is a thin clamshell. So I feel like Greenlight's probably moving to a thin clamshell. Maybe some of these were just older runs. There is our Golf GTI, which looks fantastic. Race style, says 78 on the side. Typical Golf colors, nothing fancy there. Prints on the front look pretty good. It says GTI in the grille. Details on the back, no rear bumper. I do like that look. Just says Golf. Very, very good details on this one. Base deets here. Looks like this guy is numbered as well. So maybe 543, maybe. So again, some pretty low numbers here, which is pretty cool. This guy has a hood. Has a little bit of an edge you can actually grab. There we go. A lot of detail on this one. Always like this one for the opening hood parts. A couple of different pieces in there. A couple of different colors. Really good detail. Definitely like that one. The hood closes pretty good. So throw that guy there. Nice little varied mix we got going on. All right, moving on to running on empty. This is Series 16. We will have 3 models from this mix. There is the entire mix. Of course, we do have this charger right here, Mr. Norm's mini charger. We're also going to be cracking open the D150 Mopar and, of course, the S15 Sierra. Flow Tech exhaust. 3 castings that we collect from Greenlight. So we'll go ahead and crack this. Mr. Norm's mini charger. This one's really cool because it has 2 separate wheels, which is super cool. It's not a new casting or anything, just an existing casting. Same casting they've used for the charger for a long time. Says mini charger on the side, Grand Spalding Dodge. Has the kind of the mag wheels in the back, says Goodyear, then in the front. Different style wheel, looks super cool. Got your Super B on the side. Black vinyl top, looks pretty good. The color is really nice fade with some red around the corners to the gold. That looks pretty good. Of course, the hideaway headlights, it does say Charger in the grille. Very, very difficult to get that to focus a little bit. So tiny. Just too tiny. Deets on the back look pretty good as well. No plates, obviously. Pretty average for Greenlight. You see it's the same wheels on the other side, so that is intentional. It's not an error or anything. As far as under the hood detail, that looks pretty good. This casting's always had an opening hood. This is one of the older Greenlight castings that they continue to use because there's plenty of uses for it. Hood open and close is very good. This does have a sticker on the bottom. 1870 is the number for this guy. That one is super cool. Definitely a nice retro kind of throwback. Kind of weird putting that right next to the Golf. It's such a dramatic change. All right, 1990 GMC S15 Sierra in Flow Tech exhaust. This one is looking kind of cool too. I've been collecting this casting as well from the inception, including both the Sonoma and Sierra versions. And then, of course, just the regular S10 from Chevy themselves. So 3 different versions of the exact same truck. There is your Flowtech on the side. It does say S15 on the quarter panel there, which is really good details. I like the wheels. Those are factory wheels. They actually sold those with those wheels. It looks a little different because they're fully chrome, so you kind of don't get the full effect of the wheel. Prints on the front look pretty good. It does say GMC. Prints are pretty good, which is really nice. Really nice to see some good prints. Shows that the hood is open, but the hood does not open. That hood is interchangeable based on the body style. So unfortunately, it doesn't open up. Red interior on this one, so matches pretty well. Details on the back says GMC. Nothing fancy with that. Just a pretty average extended cab pickup. As far as deets on the bottom, there is your deets. I don't see print or any etching currently, which is kind of interesting because the one that we just had was numbered. This one appears to not be numbered. So very interesting. Very interesting, unless, of course, the sticker came off in the package, but the package is gone, so, you know, we lost it. All right, first generation Ram truck, basically. 1981 Ram D150. Really, really cool. I like that this is just absolutely just flooding in all aspects of Greenlight. We just need more and more of these first gens. Super, super cool. So we're going to crack this out of here. This one is especially nice because it's in Mopar Direct Connection Deco, which looks fantastic. Just says Direct Connection on the side. Black, kind of a darker yellow and kind of a darker orange kind of color. Looks fantastic. Those colors do some striping along the top. Chrome details for the front, which looks fantastic. Does say Direct Connection on the plate, which is really cool with the old school Mopar logo. No other logos in the grille, so very cool. Does say Ram on the quarter panel, pretty average. The wheels look pretty good. This one's a little bit more of a lifted version, so there'll be some additional pieces on the base we'll take a look at. Of course, embossed with Dodge Ram in the back. Then, of course, just a simple roll bar, which looks really good in chrome. There is the base seats. Woo, 154. That is a very low number. Very, very low number. So I guess the S15 must have come off. So it looks like those are all sticker numbers. So the S15 came off. Not a big deal. We don't really care about the numbers per se, but I like to show off the numbers. Just, you know, kind of shows who gets the shipments first, I guess you can say. All right, moving on to blue collar. This is series number 12. Newest series of blue collar. Of course, all work truck kind of related stuff. So we're going to roll ourselves into another Ram D100 Royal SE 1983 in Texaco Deco with a drop-in tow hook. We did see a very similar one in the Gulf series. It also had a drop-in tow hook. So two tow trucks for the Ram. The first generation Ram, which is pretty cool. Get that guy out of there. There is the Texaco logo, which looks pretty good. The print, sorry about that. The print is a little bit off on the cab. It doesn't really look like it, but that's why it makes it look kind of like a boomerang, because the print on the cab is just a little bit off from being straight. The print on the cab is, or the bed is really good, but the cab is a little bit off. It says 24-hour service on the side. Of course, this is a Royal SE. It's a base model. So it does have hubcaps, which look really good. I like the hubcaps. Details on the front, a lot less chrome than the last one. Does have Dodge right there on the top of the hood as well. Looks good. Chrome grille, chrome bumpers. Same deets on this side. This one has a tow hitch in the back, which is really, really cool. So happy to have a tow hitch on that. And then there is the towing apparatus on the back. Has some printed orange lights. And then some red lights for the tail lights. And you can see this one is a very good one. It's very centered, not all warped or anything like that. So that looks really, really good. Right there in the base as well. Glued on there, very nice as well. So pretty good quality. This one is printed up. Looks like about 3100 or 3180. Pick your poison. See, this one doesn't have those attachments on the bottom to lift it up. So it's just standard height because it's just, like I said, the Royal SE. See how much lower that sits than the other Ram there. All right, next one up in blue collar. Super excited about this one. I absolutely love this casting. 2022 Chevy Tahoe Z71. This one is in BF Goodrich Deco. This is the other parts of the mix, by the way. We do have the, let's see here. We're going to do the, so it looks like the one that I missed out on is the GMC Jimmy. So I'm going to have to get that one. GMC Jimmy SLE. Not sure how I missed out on that one, but of course we're going to do, we already saw the Ram. We do have the Tahoe, and then we're going to do the Jeep Cherokee Sport next with the Plow attachment on the front. So we'll go ahead and get this guy out of his cocoon. Again, these are all very thick blisters. So I do think, like I said, they're going to be moving to much, much thinner blisters. Probably to reduce down the plastic usage, I guess. There is our Z71 with BF Goodrich on the side. It says all-terrain TAKO2s. But those are definitely not all-terrain TAKO2s. But they look close. They look close enough. Mud on the front looks pretty good. Definitely looks like it's been splashing, doing some off-roading. Prints in the front are fantastic. Headlights look good. Really, really like this model a lot. It's just so cool. Love the taillights. They are printed. They are not lensed. Then it says Tahoe on the back. Very, very nice model. This is such a good casting. It's such a good casting. This one does not have a tow hitch or anything like that. The number looks like to be 544, maybe 644. So again, another low number. Again, we're not looking for the low numbers, but we gonna take them for show. We'll put that guy down there. All right, the last particular one I have for blue collar, unfortunately, because I somehow missed out on the Jimmy, is the 2000 Jeep Cherokee Sport. This was with the Plow attachment in just a regular deco. This is kind of like your independent snowplow guy, or maybe this is the vehicle for like a small business, or maybe a church or something like that, where they do their own plowing and stuff like that, which I think is a really, really cool look. So we'll get the Cherokee out of here. This is the first time the Cherokee is donning the snowplow attachment. This one looks to be attached very well. Looks very good. It is painted with a couple of colors. Molded in black, a couple of colors for the lights, and then, of course, the yellow on there. Looks very good quality. The front of the Jeep is still decoed up. All the headlights and stuff are still done. Just attaches on the bottom, nothing fancy. It is glued on. It does not move. It's fixed. There is the Cherokee. They do have a couple of kind of things that they changed to make it an older or newer Cherokee, because the Cherokee did get a little bit of an update over its life, although it carried the same basic shape. Says Cherokee Sport there on the door. Looks good. Door handles painted up. Rear section looks good as well. Of course, it says Jeep. Guarantee on this side. It says 4.0 liter with an E, because of course it does. Really like the color too. It's kind of a dark primer, which looks cool. Number on the bottom, maybe 1221, maybe somewhere around there. It's a little bit off keister from printing where it should be, but it still looks pretty good. I do like this one. They did a pretty good job. Again, the overall quality of these are absolutely great. Now, last two I have are hobby exclusives, and they are basically the same. So I'll explain this to you. So first one we're going to take a look at, 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon with motorcycle. Does have the hitch attachment for the motorcycle to carry it. This is for Gulf. This is a EMS exclusive. So this one in Gulf Deco. Again, not a huge fan of Gulf Deco. I know there's a lot of guys out there that love Gulf Deco. They put Gulf on just about everything. Everybody does. Matchbox, Hot Wheels, Greenlight, Auto World. Everybody does it. I get it. It's popular, but I can live without it personally. So we'll get the motorcycle hitch attachment, which is plastic and very, very bendy, apparently. And then the motorcycle, which is one piece of plastic. This one, I always wonder how they get these in there. Oof. Come on. Man. Brutal. So the motorcycle is all one piece. It is one piece of plastic. Wheels don't move. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't steer. But the details are very good on it. This one is also done up with Gulf. Has Gulf on the Fuel tank there. The sides of the V-twin are printed. A little bit of print for the back as well. Tail lights are done up. Again, it's just plastic, so a little bit of variation in kind of the get up of it. The way that this works is this is the attachment. Put the front tire in there, and then the bike just kind of sits on there. See, there is a tow hitch on it because it basically hooks on the existing tow hitch. So it's kind of interesting the way that this is done up. So basically that's the way it works. Just kind of set it on there, and that's how you tow the bike around. And then it has the tow hitch on the other side. You can see that the plastic is a little bent up on it, but that's the way it works. So carry your bike around in your Jeep Gladiator. As far as the Jeep Gladiator goes itself, there you go. Rubicon on the side has Rubicon wheels. Of course, all the over fenders and trim are orange. The standard body is the light blue, which I think is a pretty cool look. It says Golf on the hood. Orange bumper. Not a huge fan of the orange bumper. Definitely would have liked it to be blue, but it's not bad. Other side, same deets, nothing changed there. This does have lens taillights just like the rest of the Gladiators. This particular one does have a plate. It says L378PL. So I think EMS might not be US based. So maybe this plate is based on something else. And Greenlight doesn't normally do that, but it's a hobby exclusive. So they kind of dictate what they want. There are the base deets. As far as the etched number, you can see it's right there. Looks like to be maybe 1531. It's right here. So about 1531 is the number. The tow hitch thing here is plastic. Some of them have been metal, some of them have been plastic. Unfortunately, that one is plastic. So we're just going to set the bike in there because it's kind of a pain in the butt. It doesn't work all that well. Now, I told you that I had two, and they're basically the same, and that's because, well, they basically are. This one just has a 10 times better deco on it. Another 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Again, this is EMS exclusive. Again, with a motorcycle. Again, it is the same motorcycle. And again, with the same attachment to hook it up. So there's no difference between the two motorcycles. I do believe the motorcycle is an Indian. I do believe it's an actual licensed bike. But it is all plastic. So try to get this one out of here. So right out of the package, you see how warped that is. It is extremely pliable plastic, though. It is very, very soft, which is, it's an okay thing. Not a huge fan of that. I wish it was a little bit more rigid. And then the bike, I'm going to try to do something a little different to get this bike out of here. Maybe separate the plastic a little bit. Oh, there we go. Bike took off on us. There is your bike. It does have that kind of menacing, kind of military shark bite thing there. There's a term for that, I'm sure. Prints look pretty good. Again, just a fixed bike, but it is to scale, which is really nice. And it looks really good. It is a really nice mold. It's a pretty complicated one-piece mold, but ooh, look at that. Luckily, I have the tail light. That can be re-glued. It's not a big deal. I can live with that. But that's the first real flaw we've had thus far. The tail light popping off. But again, like I said, I can fix that. That's not the end of the world. Although it is still kind of a pain in the butt. So there is your bike on the tow section. We're just going to set that to the side. Take a look at our Rubicon. This deco is awesome. Super awesome. It says Marines on the side. 86 is the number. Different wheel on this one than the other guy, but it's still a Rubicon. Missing the tail light, obviously, because, it came off. This top is completely separated. It's not glued on there at all. I still stand firm that this top is not supposed to come off. You can take it off, obviously, but it's not supposed to. I just don't think it's supposed to, but this one happens to be off. It doesn't fit on there all that well for this particular one. I guarantee you those two, the tops don't come off. These ones are fixed. Oh, that one comes off. I'm still going to stand firm that it's not supposed to come off unless they did that specifically for these ones, because we've been through that ringer already. Getting back to this model, I do like the yellow for the vents on the hood. Looks pretty good. The hooks and all that kind of stuff like that. Again, looks like the hood opens, but it does not open because it's, it's just based on trim levels. You don't get that hood if you have a non-Rubicon. Yellow running boards, kind of the caution style. That's a really, really nice touch. I really like that a lot. There's this side with the taillight, which actually looks good. Looks the way it's supposed to. And then there's the detail on the back. Of course, like I said, missing the taillight. But at least it's in the package and I saw it. And then just a open bed, black painted hitch on the back, which looks good. There is the base deets. See if we can see the number on this one. There is a number etched on there. Definitely can't see it, but that's all right. So unfortunately, we'll have to do a little bit of construction repair for this little taillight, which is kind of a pain in my butt. But it is Greenlight, and that is what to expect from Greenlight. So we made through all of those models, and of course we had to have some type of quality issues. So there we go. That is the Greenlight Roundup 12 Greenlight models. Really, really happy to finally get caught up on some Greenlight. Let me know if you guys like any of those. Let me know if you're going to collect some of those. Drop a comment. I always read all the comments. Appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time here at Level M. Peace.